November of '66, November 15th, 1966, here in Point Pleasant, you had two young couples who were driving on the outskirts of Point Pleasant near what they call the TNT area. They were up riding around late one evening and claimed to have seen what they called was a large bird-like figure that resembled like a bird with the shape of a man, two prominent red eyes.
Okay, when they first saw it, they were coming from that direction towards us, and they saw Mothman alongside the road, and he walked over towards the North Power Plant. In some accounts, Linda Scarberry said that his wing was stuck on a fence or something, and he pulled it loose. Then he went over to where the power plant was, which was right on the other side of this fence, over in here. And Linda and the three other kids all got really frightened and raced out of the area, and the Mothman chased their car most of the way into town. And apparently at some point it landed and they could see it as they were driving by, and it took back off and followed them some more.
They were chased back into town by this bird or creature or whatever, and it's never been proven what it was or anything, but it did scare them pretty bad. So obviously they went to the law officials, the sheriff's department here in Mason County. They they kind of scoffed at that idea. But then within the next year and a half, you had probably another 100 reported sightings of the same thing. People from all walks of life, older people, younger people, law officials, things like that, who were seeing this thing in the TNT area, in and around the Point Pleasant area. So that's what sparked, the legend of the Mothman.
Kids came out here to party and stuff, so wherever people went, if Mothman was flying around wilderness areas, they're more likely to see them here. But I have a theory that the igloos are concrete domes that are covered with sod, and they have the general look of Adena Indian mounds, which were mounds built by Adena Indians 1,000 or 2,000 years ago. People don't know exactly how long ago they were made, but so you have the general appearance of an Adena Indian mound, and according to John Keel, UFOs were quite often seen near where the mounds are. These bunkers were built primarily to store TNT during World War II, and most of them are empty now, but some of them are stored gunpowder, some of them have dangerous chemicals in them.
When the reports of Mothman began coming in, people were thinking it was a large bird, but the witnesses who saw the creature said it was no large bird they saw. They said it was like a large 7-foot creature with, they said it had the legs of a man, it had like a wingspan of about 10 feet, and had large glowing red eyes, and they said there was no way that what they saw was a bird. And there was a couple people who tried to explain away what the people had seen by saying what they saw was like a sandhill crane or possibly an owl, but the witnesses totally don't agree with what the skeptics are saying.
I can add to that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of theories on what Mothman was, and like my brother said, one of the theories was that it was just a large bird of some sort, and there's theories that it was like a large owl. There's also like some kind of corny theories, like it may have been an alien's pet or an alien that came off of a spaceship. And there's also the theory that it may have been some sort of animal that mutated from the chemicals in the TNT area But I think some of the more plausible theories are that it's extra-dimensional, and they come in through windows into other dimensions, and they may exist where they come from as energy, or they may exist as an animal as they are seen here, and they just come through temporarily and then go back. Something along those lines. The Point Pleasant area and the TNT area are like super hot spots for paranormal activity even today, and people are still seeing UFOs in this area and other strange paranormal activity, and there's been no real legitimate sightings of Mothman where it was definitely Mothman, but people, you know, he may return someday, and or some other very strange paranormal activity, and you know, we're rather fascinated by the paranormal, and we like to experience it, you know, more than anything. But if we can, we'd like to, you know, report on it too.
Yeah, weird stuff does happen from time to time, but it's kind of like you have to be in the right place at the right time to witness this stuff.